Hi guys, Chef Jana here, welcome back. Today I have a very nice surprise for you. It is time, finally it's time, we're gonna make our own seitan. Yes, I know, it took a long time, but it is for a good reason. I have been testing and using different kind of flours and well, turns out I came out with this very easy, very basic recipe. It's a startup point for you guys. If you want to add a little bit more of an Asian vibe to it, you can, but this is the basic of the basic, but nonetheless very, very tasty. So we start with gluten flour. I have made with different kinds of flour and chickpea flour, but I came to the conclusion that gluten flour, vital gluten flour. Some words in English are so difficult for me to say, and this is one of them. You start with that, 1 cup approximately. You mix all your dry ingredients first, and then you add the wet ones, and there's a reason for that. Once you mix the liquid with the flour, there's not much you can do to it because, again, this is pure gluten. It is already developed. It's already elastic. So you're not going to have that mobility to play with the dough. So once it's mixed, it's going to be very hard to, or not mixed, it's going to be very hard to make it even. So pay attention, the dry ingredients first and then the wet. And that's what I'm going to do. What I have here are some basic spices. What I have is some paprika, nutmeg. I like nutmeg when you're working with seitan because it gives this depth, this boldness to the seitan. You don't need to add salt because we're going to use soy sauce and it's pretty salty. So you don't need to make it too salty, okay? Now it's time to add the wet ingredients. And you mix it very quickly. It absorbs very fast. Keep mixing it so it achieves that doughy, very elastic consistency. A little bit more. Always better to keep adding little by little, other than to put all the water at the same time because it's more complicated than to add the flour than the liquid. So yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now work with my hands. See? Can you see how elastic it already is? Look at this. It's very hard to break. And my darlings, sweethearts, our seitan, it's ready to go to the pan. Now, can you tell me, how can this be like ridiculous? You're never gonna buy seitan again. And the good thing about making your own is like, number one, it's way cheaper. Number two, you're sure that you're always going to have seitan in hand because sometimes you want to make something and then you can find seitan at the shop. And I know that there are some people who struggle because I used to here. And if you make it, or if you at least have the gluten flour in your pantry, you know that you're going to have a very nice meat substitute. And it, by the way, do you know that it has, ounce per ounce, it has 15 grams more protein than a New York steak? You add water to the pan, vegetable broth. If you don't have vegetable broth, you use cubed ones like me, onions, roughly chopped. Again, don't bother taking notes right now. It's going to be all in the description below and in the website, www.chefjanapinheiro.com. Go there and you're going to have all the recipes and everything that I write on the blog. So It's going to cook for about around 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to simmer. You cover and let it simmer for 30 to 45 minutes. Try not to overcook it because then it's going to get a little bit too hard. We want it chewy and with that steak consistency, and that will be perfect. And I will show you how it's gonna be in 25-30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. I'll be back. All right, guys, our seitan is ready. It has been cooking for exactly 42 minutes, and it is the most beautiful piece of fake meat, and I say that with pride. Fake meat. And this is, oh, I lack words because I am a suspect to talk about seitan because I love it. I think it's very delicious. It's a perfect meat substitute if you want to cook for other people who are very resistant and they have a little bit of prejudice against vegan food. This is what you serve them. Trust me, I have fooled so many people using seitan and they thought that it was meat. I mean, you gotta do that. I have to slice this because I want to show you. Look at these. When you run the knife through the seitan, you feel it almost like a steak. It's amazing. Oh my God, I'm so happy. And I'm gonna show you next week what are we going to use seitan for. Dish one, because this week and the next week and the next week we're gonna make two special dishes, two very special meals using seitan, the seitan that we made, and you're gonna get hooked just like me. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love the comments. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Chef Jana, I'm all over the place. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Go to the blog. I write lots of nice things on the blog. 2 weeks ago, I wrote about why vegans don't drink milk. I think it's very nice because that's a question that people ask a lot. And it's a very valid question. So I explain everything about that in the blog. And have a great week. See you next time. Bye.